Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Ibrahim, beautiful day. July 16th, 2026. Where are my independent candidates? Where are the independent candidates for parliament? Are you ready? Oh, if I have wings like a dove, I will fly.
Like a dove, fly to the hills and be at rest. Oh, that I have wings like a dove, I will fly. Oh, when I turn and look around and see people drinking dirty water like that. Oh, when I turn around and see how much food waste a government owes. Oh, that I have wings like a dove, fly to the hills and be at rest. Oh, that I have wings like.
Oh, man, you see, Sierra Leoneans, my brothers and sisters, it's redemption time. It's time to take over Sierra Leone. You see, the Bokutok London. Salon to Bokutok again. Salon a strategization now. We have to strategize properly. If we don't strategize properly, we're not going anywhere. You know, yesterday I see the JMB ICC building. I see the website, Julius Marabio posted on Twitter. The building Usadenge for Hosty Summit. We cost the people of Sierra Leone $124 million. However, until we get a parliamentary inquiry, we go for no side this money come out. Who side and cut side the budget where they take away from, who side and deprive when they use them, who side these funds come out totally, who that finance them, who that approve this. These are all the questions we have to ask. Now make us say again, where are the independent members of parliament them? We were for contest. Are you 21 years of age? Are you a Sierra Leonean? Can you speak English? To a level where you go able for deliberate on the floors of parliament. You go for meet the statutory requirements them. Where you CSL go ask for? Do you want to become an independent member of parliament? You don't have to belong to a political party for being a member of parliament. You say, oh, we don't want rebel war again. We don't want fet that will country. We people that we don't die. Okay, we don't know what in other person they think of. Everybody they think out and they think. Me, no one rebel war. But other person might say, you know what, enough is enough. The local council elections, they won't forget for exercise with power. They take it away from we. So, yeah, me, I get this at this particular point. It's legitimate for that to take up arms against the state and remove this government. You can get members of the military. They are responsible and get the responsibility constitutionally. They say if the government not respect and safeguard the achievements of the people, the military gets a responsibility for intervene. On June 24th, 2023, the will of the people was subverted. Not to vote put Marabio the power. The tripartite committee recommendations and then go make agreement into. Because we're not getting results to this day. And the constitution make them very clear in section 5, subsection 2, A and B. It says, say, through this constitution, sovereignty belongs to the people. The government derives its legitimacy, its authority, and its power from the people. How the government they derive this legitimacy, authority, and power from the people? Now through the ballot box, the votes of the people. So the military in section 166, 2 of the constitution is very clear. You read 165, 166. It tell you, say, the military has a responsibility to protect and safeguard the achievements of the people. What's the achievements of the people? Democracy is an achievement of the people. Over the past few days, you know, they follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn. When I see posts that I don't put out, exposing Julius Marabio in lies about the 1996 coup, why he overthrew Strasser. It was to bring the Mende hegemony into power. They all don't get agreements between one for conduct the elections. The date was already set. What you Marabio do? You overthrow Strasser. They call for Bintumani too. And then Bintumani too now, when RUF then on begin agree, say, okay, we'll come to the table for kind talk. Marabio say, well, okay, well, let's postpone the elections. Let's talk peace first. The people say, no, we cannot minimize the sacrifices of the people that stood up. People that to Bangura them. Kari to Bangura or Kari say, I don't forget your name now, this lady. It did a Lamrana recently. They woman them team up, civil society organizations, and then they get them balls them. They're not tribalistic. So where are the independent members of parliament? You want for contest? You don't tire for talk. APC, SLPP, are not for us. When I open this message, I tell you for say, I see the JMB ICC building, Nalunge. You see misplaced priorities. Then go and broke on a host in Nalunge because of they want to go build JMB ICC building. Now let's talk about the role of parliament from inception to completion. Now, Marabio, as a living president, first of all, we for discourage living presidents for beginning to build memorials around their names there. It is a sign of dictatorship. That's the one, first of all. So parliament gets a responsibility for make sure, see, they hold a living president in foot to the fire. Just like how get the constitution say, a living president in face of the currency. That principle should be respected across the board. A living president, not for day, and begin a name building them after him. Marabi run a name places them after him quietly. Wilberforce, Oki pitch. Now Julius Marabio pitch or something or field. This man is still alive. These are signs of dictatorship. This is a man who's hungry for power. This is a man who's going to hold on to power. This is a man who's not ready for handover power easily. A name that might not be on the ballot box, but his grip is on everything, just like how and Eskuruba and grip are all tinted today. Sierra Leoneans are very subservient people because what you do, we not build institutions in our country where people will thrive based on merits. People only thrive depending on how you worship the leader. That is the culture we have in Africa. And that is what is going to destroy Africa. And I make we say, where are the independent members of parliament? We want for contested in constituencies. We have 132 constituencies. Each one, I expect for get 4, 5. And then we'll go narrow and down to at least one candidate per constituency coming up into the next elections. We'll begin all the way from Kailaun to Western area. We can do it. And a simplified phone. I'm putting together right now a form where it's going to be like a registry. We're going for send out stoner. No, wait, don't worry. Don't worry. See, don't suffer no more. I'm going to send you that form. You fill that form there out. Of course, your name, your date of birth. Of course, I mean, one can get access to that information there. All till we get fulfilled, they come to me. Make sure say you're a registered voter, of course. If you have to contest for parliament, you have to be a registered voter for sure. All right. I go ask for all that information. And then I go streamline them to, from your province, who say you want for contest elections, if not from the Eastern Province, Northern Province, Northwestern Province, who say you want for contest, South and, Western area, where you select them, it could carry you go to a drop down of all the constituencies them, within, that region there. So, of course, if you say the Northern region now, of course, you're looking at Bombali, Tonkolili, and then we take it to that, and then we click on then Bombali, and then it go open up all the, constituencies them, in Bombali. I go put all the tongue them way they under that constituency there, and all the chiefdoms them way covered. I'm preparing that for I didn't make my life simple. You see, because Sierra Leoneans, we're lazy people. Sierra Leone lazy. This is why these guys are doing what they're doing. This is why they're doing what they're doing. So I come back to parliamentary responsibility. That building there, Marabio, as a living president, should not be building memorials, all kinds of buildings and stuff around the name. You go say, hey, boy, we get Shaka Stevens Stadium. Well, the only stadium that they want to say, the only building that they want, I don't say Shaka Stevens name after himself. You building all the other one in there. Now all the names then get Shaka Stevens Stadium. The one stadium we get. So the man be even get right for even name and Shaka Stevens Stadium. For where it came 1979, where they built last stadium day. And remember, Shaka Stevens did apart from 1967, 68, they overthrew him and that, 70. Take them about 11 years we build that stadium there. Big achievements at the time within Africa, so we can understand. So Maada Bio should not be naming buildings and structures around his name as a living president, because these are signs of dictatorship, and this is a man of, we're hungry for power. Maada Bio, everything that he's talked about in 1996, it manifests and shows that this guy is power thirsty. Just the guy promoting himself from captain to brigadier general, and also be waiting a major, and also waiting a lieutenant colonel, and also be waiting a full bird colonel. He can himself go directly to a brigadier general. You know what it means in America for being a brigadier general? To get to that rank of a brigadier general with a 1 star, you know what it take you? You know the amount of education? That is why we have square pegs in round holes. When man call himself brigadier general, we don't even know what he take for go work college till you become, a full blood colonel. From there, all the education we get for what you get for take for the member. Now parliament got what he take for you reach to that star. I can tell me picking and say, hey, you guys can do this. Because I'm around stars, I see it. I know what they do. They're not as no for saying as smart. They're smart past me. You know, these are people that need us. You can do it. You can become that star. So Parliament would have approved the construction of that house, that building, the JMB-ICC building. They call it Julius Maada Bio International Conference Center. Anybody can rent them for user, which of course I get for can rent them internationally. Nobody in your left and country for can rent them. So Parliament, one time we said no about that building there. Was that building shrouded in secrecy? Abdul Kagbo, no, but that building there. Why now with the Yeribo that building there? Salon people them. Anybody Yeribo that building there? Was that a proposal that was put forth for discussion? No. You know what you do? Because these guys know what they're doing. They know say the people not go support that kind of a project. And when you look at the Lunge community, last year July, I can talk about this now because they're not classified again. With that first Iranian conflict. So me and one of the general there, when they talk, I had to tell them and the other people, the way they talk to people, then they listen. And they listen, they know, and they listen and they take notes. Because when you meet with a star, these are people who know they talk Boku. Because every word we get for Pula, they are very cautious of it. So they are very careful with what they say. They would listen more. And that is how you know leaders. So like when you talk, so I grew up Sierra Leone, I say I live very close to the Iranian embassy. I'd say that first conflict will happen between America and Iran. So they had a mission where they forgot at the Iranian embassy. They for send a team forgot at the Iranian embassy. So this was a mission that I was part of. I go there quick. Come on, I come. I see Sierra Leone. I make what they talk. I know what they talk. Well, they land in Lunge because it was a private military plane. It gives me memories back from 2014 where I go Salone, where they land, where they see the Panbody them. And the only airport in the world where they land, where they go the can for land, where they see Panbody, filth, dirty, all over the place. I say, nothing no change. Mr. July 2025, nothing no change. I go and see me area, which I will be there. I say, life. But of course, I was properly suited up. Go to that entourage there. Matter of fact, we passed back to Liberia before we reached Sierra Leone. We spent about 2 hours in Liberia. We come, we land, straight and pick way up from the American embassy. Take quick care, we go. We drive. We spent about 3 hours at Salone. We left that same next day. Take off back. But anyways, anyway. Where are my independence candidates? There is a method to this madness, Sierra Leoneans. Stay with me, my brothers and sisters. Young men, young women in Sierra Leone, I build the form for una. We capture all the data, we put inside it. You know your constituency where you want contest. and they give the population of that constituency, at least, it's not going to be exact, but it will be a roundabout of the population within that constituency. I will provide for you all the chiefdoms within that constituency. And your responsibility now for you and the young people when I come together. And this time, everybody's going to be protected. Because even in the Public Elections Act, it is very clear how political parties they conduct themselves, including candidates. Not for cause problem, not for cause confusion, not for cause ala fet, but we see how both political parties, the APC and the SLPP, always they cause confusion. Some people are not prepared. The APC and the SLPP are one. They've banded together. This building with Marabio built, so it's a clear indication for Teuna for say there is no more transparency. Abdul Kagbo knew about this building. So even before they go broke on house in Alunge, Abdul Kagbo no, so they go broke on house in Alunge. They go make like for say it a coke sooner. But then of course they talking back say yes, the building not for it. Because they know from when they begin build that building, they Abdul Kagbo know as the member of parliament. But again, they don't get votes for parliament. They're all illegitimate, they're illegal. That is why again the military gets a responsibility for protect and safeguard the achievements of the people by virtue of the constitution of the land. But Abdul Kagbo knows. Every member of parliament knows. This is why we're going to challenge them. If they go constituency now, they go proportional representation, we get independent members of parliament or they contest that. Every constituency, 132 constituencies across the country, every constituency is going to be challenged. Because we know, say, if they use the PR system, of course, now political party, they send people in the parliament. They're not representatives of the people anymore. They're not accountable to you as a person. They're accountable to a community. And you don't see how they for exonerate themselves from a continuous problem. Abdul Kagbo know about that building. No transparency, no openness. Nobody not discuss that building publicly for us to know what is going on. You cannot do that. In a nation where there is accountability and transparency, you don't come on or you erect a structure as a president without consultation. Donald Trump they try to do something at the White House. One build a ballroom. Why not consult? The members of parliament and Congress then take them to court. A judge declares say it's unconstitutional and illegal for President Trump for continue to build the ballroom. That is how democracy works. So una now, members of parliament them, I make a tell you say then guy there will not go for the only way they beat them. I wait for beat them. They beat them. We are going to beat them hands down. But they are all together. Because members of parliament now, if they were not aware of this building, if Abdul Kagbo not be aware of this building, Abdul Kagbo them, they forsake the judicial system now. As members of parliament, they go court, file a case, and say that building, therefore remove Julius Marabio name that building it. Because no matter what, Julius Marabio gets $124 million. In salary, not do forget $124 million if you don't need a power for about 7-8 years now. So who side the money come out? It is either that the state confers, or that from the drug proceeds, or from other source of gathering that particular, donations they forget that building there. Where is the transparency? Where is the accountability? How we going for trace the funds? Who side these funds come out? Now Parliament approve them. If Parliament not approve them, why they keep this whole thing quiet? Why they not come out and say, hey, we not be nobody's building here? But we don't see say it's very clear. Abdul Kagbo know about the building. That was why they go broke una host them na Lunge for clear the pathway. They say nothing can happen to foreign, leaders. Them they say na Sierra Leone's team can happen to me. That is the excuse they give. But Abdul Kagbo knows about this. So why Abdul Kagbo not come out and condemn the government first of all for go build a building, a structure like Edani, that amount of money, and not come and announce and tell una the people them. For say, hey, this government they build some structure and I will not get parliamentary approval. Did Marabio go through parliament for build that structure? Who is Marabio? For the billionaire you want for bill with the people's salon money? Because as of now, I'm going to assume that the salon money. And they assume. But until thorough investigations are done, they will go for trace the proceeds of that funds. It's not magical. We're getting guide them. We'll get for the forensics audit at some point. We're going to do it. A lot of people, I'm not giving up. We're not giving up. We sabi how for run governments. But all we need are men and women made of steel and brass that are prepared to salvage and save the nation, just like John Jerry Rawlings did for Ghana. And today reminds me, we brother them, Basi Kamara them. Now the man that we give you peace alone, they're still in a jail in Rwanda. Basi Kamara, and we had a brother. Hey, God, what's his name? Issa Sise. Issa Sise, matter of fact, now bring the RUF to the peace table. Issa Sise na indua. What did they do? Because the Northern, they betray. All the Southeasterners, then in Mendes, they don't free them. But Basi Kamara and Issa Sise, they still in a prison. The APC, in 10 years of Ernest Koroma, they don't do nothing for go release them, brother, in day. But the SLPP, they do everything for release them and they brother them. APC is a disgrace. APC is a shithole. APC is a shithole political party. They don't world bond. But no, it gets to a point where we have to have a departure. Wake up! APC is a betrayer party. APC don't betray people. And we see them back in recent times. I see Alfred Peter Kote post something about a brigadier, where I think he said that they be helped Shaker Stevens back in the day for kind of power. He said that and kill in a prison. But that's something I want to learn more about. And I'll try to reach out to Alfred Peter Kote for get more understanding of that particular situation. But it looks like the APC has always betrayed its own people. Then they salvage the other side. And as Koroma betray your people, it betrays supporters in the APC. They go support Marabio on the other side for win elections. He hand over power to her, even though they don't win the elections. The Marabio run kumora now. And it's Kumana political for finisher in life. Much man, no matter what in, but so level it all right, when they bring you can down, the Polat, they kill you. And it's Kumana political for finisher. And disappointments to himself. No. They might not talk publicly, come out, but well, you don't in pillar, bruh. It gets some nights when a sleepless night. Anger for finishing life. Me, not to God. So I need to talk about people's lives. But I'm telling you, just based on practicality and life circumstances itself. Some brokers they meet you, they can you go, bruh. For like you country, you go for big. Hey, bruh. Hey, you country where you govern for 10 years as a president, they get for big for you for come back. But come on, man. Then some brokers they kill you. But all left on there. Basi Kamara, Issa Sise, still in a prison. Betrayed. APC then come 2018. Marabio killing people in the Makeni. Nothing not come out of them. No investigations, no proceedings. Sheriko Kono do nothing. Adukamono do nothing. Pareba prisons massacre. They kill our brothers and sisters. Nothing. Choko Liba, they kill with brother. Nothing. My 91. Bangla, they kill that young man in Pekin. They kill him. Nothing. Chombo, they kill. Nothing. These are APC people. They chase them exile. They murder them. APC na party that day. If you not until it's captured and taken over, it's just a name. So we need to go through the APC route. Now make us say, where are my independent candidates for parliament? Where are you ready for contest? Because that is where the fight begins. We have to be strategic now. Not about Kutok again. This building, JMBICC building, was it announced? Was it approved by parliament? If parliament approve them, they can talk to we, they share with we. First of all, the people, before such a massive project was embarked on. When I look at the many sacrifices, when I look at why did they hide them from we? Because they know say the Lunga community as a whole need massive infrastructural development. But instead of them focus on the priorities for improve the communities of the people across that country, no, Julius Marabio want for seeing name on buildings. This is a guy he get fetish with his name on buildings. He get fetish for his name on things. These are dictators. These are autocrats. These are totalitarians. That's how they think. In name for the party. And the kind man there, everything in name for the JMBICC building. I see the website now. No transparency, no accountability. Nobody they ask questions. The parliament don't become one. APC, SLPP, they're all together. You go to the canteen and they all they eat. Then they're together. When they kind of public, they make like for saying they can argue. But together, they're there. They're building a conclave. It has to be shattered. It has to be scattered. We can do them peacefully. We can do them violently. Whatever choice you take, it's your own choice. But I'm saying, let us come together. Where are all my independent candidates? Over the next few days, look out for the form. I'm going to put it out. I go fair way, I go share. I'm all over the place. I'm thinking about ways to do it. I have a lot going on for me. It's difficult for put things together. And I get somebody to help me where I can even count on, where I get an idea of what I want to do on that front in Sierra Leone. But I will manage to do it. I'm building that form now so that we go register, and I will keep a registry of everybody we want for contest within the constituency. I go put the form out. But those are your responsibilities. Like we better be put out this, better be they build this kind of building, no Chris. Because we as members of parliament attendee, we can't see a building, can't team up, they can't put Malabi in name. Attendee, we don't get all the independent candidates in the parliament. That building, we're going to court now. We ask the judiciary for shut and down. If the judiciary not shut and down, the world go yeri. The world go yeri. That building should be shut down. We have to revisit the process. Who side the money come out for build that building there without parliamentary approval? We have to know, and we can engage the community, we can engage the people. Some people on a left laziness. When I wake up, when I get a responsibility. If we're not educating ourselves, you have to educate yourself. You have to educate yourself. I don't say things kanga. All day when I remember waiting for it. That condition is not left una. Waiting for it. So if you get to remember waiting for it, I go think of like you educate yourself. Constantly. The basics of life, we'll don't forget about years and years and years ago. We still the param. As Papa wake the morning, so I'm waiting for it. I go for feed me picking them. Those days, if we don't do, we don't come outside it now. We for think of innovating now. We for think now how for advance for meet the challenges facing the rest of the world. How for gonna space? How say forget we all satellites them. We for think of how for it again, waiting for it. But the average alien today, when you wake up, now waiting for eat. How would you go eat? Angry. And when you're hungry, you don't even think properly. And when you're hungry, integrity stops where hunger begins. Mark this word out here. Now make a lot of these guys, their integrity is out the window. Because outside the adopt they begin. When you adopt begin, fine. Now their integrity they die. Because when you add up, man can give some proposal. It is taker. You add up. That's you have to feed family. This is why we have to take over that country. And it's a movement. And it's the biggest revolution of our time. Be a part of this wonderful revolution. So when I say Brian for president, there's a strategy here. We're going to build the foundation. We're going to take it from the bottom to the top. You see, because that is what leadership is. Leadership is not, it shouldn't be an avalanche. Enough for be from the top to the bottom, or enough for be, a helicopter kind of leadership. No, you have to be a servant leadership. And a servant leadership looks for its people, looks out for its people from the bottom, and then we come to the top. It's not about me, it's about you. So I'm going to bring you along this fight. Papa, mama, you listen to this. You got a young man, young woman that can contest. They're capable. They qualify for contest for members of parliament as an independent candidate. It don't take much. Be a Sierra Leonean. Buy the nomination form where ECSL declare nominations are open. We get 3 people in your constituency where they nominate you. The constituency you want for team up. You want to tell me say you're not going to forget 3 people who are going to nominate you? And then you embark on your massive door-to-door campaign. You let people know say, me and the independent candidates will go for contest elections in this constituency. So now take this message across Sierra Leone. Everybody involved. This is you, the people. Everybody. This is the people's movement. You say you don't tire? You don't fed up? You don't tire for complain? You are action? This is your action now. Go now. Begin campaign. Begin look now. Along your community. Your constituency where you come out. You know how you come out. You come out of the western area. You follow your constituency. I'm a Sierra Leoneans know in constituency. If you don't know your constituency, now the failure begin. So now, the ball is in your court. Me to open up the game for now. All right? Me to open up the game for now. The show now. Civic education. That guy and then they feel say them for take. I see the other day parliament them page. The parliament say own page. Not so APCO. Parliament get a Facebook page where they say they go do oversight visits in a Connaught hospital. Now I say look them. Why don't babas they talk about parliamentary responsibilities? Then the parliament itself, then the APC and the opposition go do, let's see when they don't come together. We see the parliament in page where I believe say now SLPP gonna control them. But then puts they say the opposition go and Connaught, then go do oversight visits. That's look the idiots there. Look the full man there. I say where you monko. Hey, Either you civilize pass or either you don't get sense pass. No matter which team. Then go up and cut down. You civilize pass there, you get sense pass there. None of this set of munkus, they don't come together. And they put it on the parliament page so the world goes see. So look how the opposition they do oversight. Go to Connaught Hospital. Oversight, you visit for oversight no more, for oversight's sake. What are the results? Give me tangible results of your oversight visits, what it's like. So as a member of parliament, you have civil responsibilities. So when you get for become an independent member of parliament, you see, now one call at the call. Because they take every constituency in the country, 132 constituencies, where they take all. That should be the vision. They'll go to parliament. And then chief, then paramount chief, they're not going to say again. Then try it. And we'll go for look for ways to remove the paramount chief from the parliament. Let them go to the community they find. Let them go live with the people and see the circumstances and lives that the people they live. Let them suffer like the people. Paramount chief don't go there, they get millions and millions in people in that village, and they even get $1 a day. We cannot do that. They have to go back and go join the community. That way they then go to task the government for can develop their communities then. But that's something to discuss another day. I have no problem with them. I respect our culture and everything, but no, we pull the paramount chief, they then go back to the village, they then go deal with them people. They will go carry development, go out to them. So they'll be part of the process. They go see them. When in a parliament, they know they clear. They live extravagant life, they live flamboyant lifestyle. So they don't really know, they don't know. You know, they feel the pains of the people, the way they broke banga for it. But members of parliament, JMB building, Marabio, that building there, who that authorize that building there, who that fund that building there, who that permission he gets for that building there. Why not talk to we the salon people and let we know beforehand for say the government of Sierra Leone want for build this kind of a conference center. Outside Julius Marabio they pull $124 million for build a building where they name him for himself. Under what effrontery? Under what temerity? It only happens in a state that has failed, and Sierra Leone is a failed state. But we go salvage up. When I look out for the form where I go for put out, I go share at the channel. If you don't join me channel, let's find the channel. Ibrahim Fona, go to the channel, WhatsApp channel. I think at the same time, they say for status. Because me and my wife can teach me about status. Me not have status. How people they do things as status. But anyways, maybe I don't get time for that. But my WhatsApp channel, they say if you go to status, you type Ibrahim Fona, IBRAHIMFORNAH. You go see my channel. It's there. Saving Africa Uncensored. I go for post the form. Between now and Saturday, I go post the form na the channel. So you go complete the form, and then I go build the registry and the database of all the members them. Why don't you already name them? They'll go for form like a Zoom or something now. Because I go for be educated on parliamentary procedures and on the Constitution, on the Public Elections Act, on PPRC, the laws. You have to. When I get for read. Again, it don't matter. I like you a carpenter. As long as you can communicate, I want you to be a member of parliament in your community. If now you the people in Sabi, now you hold the power of that constituency, they go. I like you a messina, you a plumber, you a electrician, and they call everybody. You get high school, you finish high school. I don't know if you finish high school, you go Sabi speak English for deliberate the parliament. Because I want soundness. And then look for say you get PhD or masters or bachelors or higher teacher certificate. It no matter to me or you get TC. Even if na high school you finish. But now you the people Sabi in your community. You get the empathy, the sympathy for move Sierra Leone forward. You will not be bought and sold. We're not the people them. Now you go tell person say you don't get nothing, you want to be member of parliament. Of course. You don't get nothing. And I so want them. You don't forget nothing. But within a country we don't give people what they deserve. We don't go for enrich yourself. Now make I say the first law we pass the death penalty for corruption. As we don't capture the parliament so 132 constituencies. As we capture and so, the first law we pass to ourselves, a death penalty for corruption. When I don't see, that death penalty, take you, you're done. Nobody can beg nobody. Oh, na my brother, sorry for na my cousin, and sorry for no. Tell your cousin now. When we take over the parliament, we pass the death penalty. Salary the better man. So watch out, all right? All of the independent candidates. Are you 21? You ready? Let's take it from there. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a beautiful day, all right?